Okay, so we're now on our garden tour. This first row that you see here are potatoes. They were the first thing in the ground and the first thing dying. Well, not necessarily the first thing dying, but I think it's because of the season. They've been in the ground for a while. I'm not very hopeful that they've produced anything, but shortly we will be pulling them up. Second row, you see some Better Boy tomatoes. These are going to be the ones that Russell gave his special treatment to. And you can see they've got some really strong cages on them. First 10 tomato plants here are going to be Better Boys. And if you can see on the other side there, that third row, we've got some peppers. And those first, a couple of peppers are jalapenos, and they're looking pretty good. Well, all of them on Russell's rows, the ones that he put in, are doing really well. But as I said, the first 10 plants are Better Boys. They got special treatment, and they seem to be doing well. Just on the other side, we have some eggplant as well as peppers. And then we have a little bit of blank space there on the peppers row. I'm saving a little bit of room for some special peppers. Now also on this second row, what you'll see are these are Crowders. Crowder peas are kind of broadcast there, and then that will turn into the pink eye purple hulls. And yeah, there's a tomato planted there in the middle of it. And we go back to peppers. Let's see if I can't get a little bit better shot of that. Those first two that are in the weed block are giant Marconis. Most of the rest of these down here on this row are going to be sweet peppers. A lot of California Wonders and Grand Bell mix. And then on this row here, what we've got is primarily, like I said, pink eye purple hulls there. But then over here, we start on tomatoes. And we've got two of each kind. Don't ask me what they are at the moment, because I can't tell you. I know that we've got two black crims. We got two, I think, Arkansas runners or Arkansas travelers. Yeah, that one's looking a little rough, and I happen to know that that one is a striped German. That's a striped German there as well. And I know the last two down here are Marians. You might have noticed the trellising that I put up here. Obviously, that's from, I got that idea off the internet. Technically, it's not my idea, but a fella from, he's got a video, jealous to be trellis, or a trellis you can be jealous of, or something like that. Anyhow, now I'm very happy with the way that these, and yes, we got two more tomato plants down here planted with the pink eye purple hulls. I'm very pleased with these peppers. These were all grown from seed, so there are several of those. On the next row is pink eye purple hulls. Obviously not, not all the way. Well, all the way down to the other end. There's a few blank spots down here. This row right here we will look at a little bit better from the other side, but that is got pink eye purple hulls planted. They just got planted last Saturday, and today is Thursday. That should be coming up shortly, hopefully. Down this row we have butter beans planted. Mama's done a really great job of getting those in the ground. This row is empty at the moment. One's between here and that one set of corn. We'll take a little bit better look at that from the other side. I've got a third of it planted with G90 corn from the first planting. Second planting is G90 as well. I will be putting some peaches and cream corn here on this area as soon as, well, I'm gonna make sure the other ones have time to develop, so that I don't want any cross-pollination. Hopefully it won't have any problems with a delayed planting. This row right here is okra. This is, I think it's California grown dwarf okra for the most part, although I have thrown a few Clemson spineless in here wherever the other did not germinate. We've got squash on this row, and I'll have to check them here in a little bit, see if any of them is ready to harvest. We have had one or two taken out of here already. These are scallop. Let's see, the ones that are just coming up are scallop squash. Kind of a strange looking squash, but I wanted to try it for the first time. You know, I've never had it, but it looked pretty interesting. I love squash, so. And believe it or not, in between here we have okra planted. That's all Clemson spineless there. And then further down we have some more squash. A little bit of zucchini, I guess. We've got, we planted mostly straight neck squash. And my sister-in-law tends to like that. It tastes better than the crook neck. Although to me it tastes the same. But everybody's got their preferences, right? All right. Down this row, there is what we have down here planted that looks like it's just coming up. Ooh, sweet. That is going to be some more of butter peas. And these are butter peas here too. Down to, sorry about that. Those are butter peas planted here. And we got some tomato plants just made it in the ground right here. The other day, I've got so many tomato plants, I'm trying to find places to put them. I know it may be a little early, but I went ahead and planted some pumpkins. A couple of them are jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. I think these first three are probably jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. I want to make sure that Brooklyn gets a chance to have homegrown jack-o'-lantern pumpkin that her uncle grew. And that one right there is going to be a couple plants of pumpkin that are for cooking. And we'll take a look down at the other end in just a second. Let's go around. And I've still got a little space out here I can plant, and I may put some more cantaloupe out. I only have a little bit of cantaloupe planted. But these are watermelon plants, obviously. And these were planted, every one of these on this row was planted from starts. They say you have to be very careful with those because the roots are very tender or brittle. They recommend growing a watermelon from seed. And I have killed many a plant, many a watermelon, trying to put it in from the start. I've got different types. I think this one may be a moon and stars, but we've also have, I think this one may be moon and stars as well. But we also have some Charleston Grays, some Lemon Crush, and maybe some Jubilee. On the other side, you'll see there is a plant right there. That is the cantaloupe. And apparently some of the seeds didn't germinate. Those were done from seed, and the rest of these are going to be watermelon. And those are the ones on that row. Everything was done from seed, direct sown. And obviously the ones that are so big right now and more developed are going to be the ones that came from starts. But we do have, like I said, plenty that was done from seed as well. Now over there, you'll see I'm using the same trellis system. You know, trying a few different ways of doing things this year. We got peppers on this side on that trellis and tomato plants on the other side. I guess you could say we're intercropping. And that stuff around the base of it, the tomato plants, that is alfalfa pellets that have been put out. Give a little bit of fertilizer. It's like a 2-1-2 fertilizer. And we're just going to let that decompose and feed the plants. Again, some more watermelon from seed, watermelon from a start. And some of them have tomatoes on it. Some of them are small, some of them are big. Just a little bit of everything here. We also put up a trellis here, and you'll see that right here, initially those are going to be on this end between these two posts are all cucumbers. We've got lemon cucumbers, we have burpless cucumbers, and we have straight 8 cucumbers. I wanted to get a little bit of variety. Well, it seems like there's quite a few people that don't care for the lemon cucumbers, but we're going to try them, see what they're like. Between this T-post and the next these are all rattlesnake beans. It's my understanding that they will grow well in heat. Kind of small from what I understand, but they are, we're going to try them out. And of course here are those, these are the butter peas. I hear good things about those. We started those a couple days apart. This is that spot where I've got Clemson spineless planted between here and those. And then we have some more squash plants here. And several of these are from starts. And a few, there may be a couple from seed out here. And yeah, I need to pay a little bit more attention to them. But I'm okay with what they're doing. And there's the okra again. I really do love okra. Pickled, fried, even with beans. This is the corn. This is the first. I planted this the first of last month. Let's see, I guess that was May the 1st. And then you get down past the first part. This is the second sowing, or the succession. This is a little smaller here than it is over there. It's a little bit of a low spot, so maybe it just gets too much water. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the stuff that's doing well. And of course, you got your butter beans here. And while we're here, let's take a look at those tomatoes. We've got tomatoes now. I'm thinking of doing a modified Florida weave on these tomatoes. That's why you see the stakes in the ground in between each plant. I'm going to come along with some nylon baling twine. And nylon baling twine, and just go in between each one, put a staple in it to hold it up. I need to do that soon. And this whole row here is going to be the pink eye purple holes planted in a straight row. Russell's done a great job of getting that taken care of. I have a tendency to be a little bit more higgledy-piggledy. You see over there on that second row, there is it's more broadcast. I hope it does well. Of course, these are looking better than those over there, but still, you know, I'm pleased with both. And these are those pepper plants. And looks like they got a pretty good bit of jalapenos on them. I'm pleased with it. It's all in due time. Look at all them peppers. Man, we're gonna have some good eating on that. And there's the eggplant. And I hadn't taken a real good look at it, but I think there may be, I know there's quite a bit of flowers starting on it. And again, the special Better Boys. Special treatment. It's got the Russell treatment going on. All right. And I guess that's about it as far as the tour of the garden. I'm looking forward to it for everything being up. There is a little bit of space that hadn't been taken up in here. Obviously down on the 12th and 13th row. And here on the 3rd row, that's kind of reserved for peppers. And I have done a little bit of intercropping, like I said, with tomatoes and beans. You may have noticed that on those tomatoes over there that they have some pink eye purple hulls mixed in with the tomatoes. Anyhow, we'll probably do a little bit more of that down this row. Once that other pop up, I see if there's any bare spots. I can throw another potato, or not potato, but a tomato plant, possibly a few pepper plants. All the pepper plants over there are really the hot versions, jalapenos and Tabasco, that type of thing. Most of the ones down here on the other, especially on the other end, are sweet peppers, and hot peppers over there, sweet peppers over here. Yeah, there are a few jalapenos. They just ended up that way. Anyhow, appreciate y'all watching. If you're new to the channel, we are very happy to have you. If you've been here before and just came back to see what was going on, I appreciate that as well. If you get a wild hair, go ahead and share, subscribe. You know, all the things everybody always tells you to do. Hit the bell for notifications. Make sure you don't miss any of these videos. Okay, y'all have a great day, okay? All right, bye.